Hello, boys and girls. It's me again, Tim the Fish, coming at you with another video. And this video is gonna be just a resume of my 2 weeks of training. Well, I've been here longer, but this is my last 2 weeks. I just finished them yesterday, Friday, and I should be finishing up all my paperwork on Monday and going solo for the first time next week. I have to go back home and they'll assign me a truck over there, and I'm gonna start my journey on this new thing, see what it brings. And I like it because you can vape. You can drive it and vape. It's pretty cool. Um, and let me tell you, it was interesting, very interesting. It was an adventure. It was. I saw things on the road I hadn't encountered before. Um, a lot of people, they just don't give a damn about other drivers. They uh, they don't respect other drivers. They cut you off. You see some kind of road rage sometimes. I mean, people are crazy on the roads. Um, I kept it cool because I was learning. I kept my speed limit as much as I could. I never sped up more than the speed limit. I kept it below. Um, sometimes a little bit too below because I mean I was driving a rig, so it's like not driving like a car. It's a big rig, and any little thing changes the direction of that thing. It was interesting. And I encountered something besides all those cars cutting you off, and besides all those other trucks passing you at 100 miles an hour next to you and pushing you with that, you know, when they pass right next and you go those steering wheel like this and stuff. Um, uh, I encounter storms and a lot of heavy wind. And it was the worst one was not this past week, but the previous week. I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday. I don't remember. Um, I left the I was I left the Indiana state line going into the Illinois state line, and I started getting a lot of rain, a lot of lightning, and a lot of wind. I mean, a lot of wind. I don't know how fast it was, but it was probably over 30 miles an hour, 40-mile-an-hour winds. Um, it was pushing me off the road. That wind was pushing me, literally pushing me off the road, both ways, like and I mean I got tense from my shoulders and my arms, and just trying to hold steady and stay on my lane. It was something, and I did that for like fucking 3 hours. So that was intense, man. And other people. I mean, I slowed down because I mean it was dark, raining, lightning, and wind. So I just had to slow down. I mean, even though speed limit was like 70, I was still going like 60, and sometimes I would go 55 because I mean I was like I was fighting that wind. So that was interesting. Of course, that day we get to our destination in Tennessee, and there's no parking. So we decided to go to the customer's lot and park there. Of course, the customer is closed. There's nobody there, but there's a big parking lot, empty parking lot. So we decided to park there on the side and just wait. Reset our clock and sleep, and then wake up in the morning and just we're already there. So just go and deliver whatever. Well, sleeping there, it was like what 3. We got there close to midnight. Went to sleep, and around 3:30 in the morning, maybe 4. I mean, all this time the truck was shaking, even parked because of all that rain and wind that never stopped. It was still moving. It was still shaking, even though we were stopped. It was still raining. Um, and at 3:30, it got worse. I mean, worse. I mean, I'm talking about stuff falling on the floor. Worse. I hear sirens, and I wake up, and the trainer, wakes up too, and what are those? Oh, those are tornado. This is a serious sirens for a tornado warning, so you can take shelter. Tornado. Hmm. Shelter. We got no shelter. We're in an empty parking lot in a truck. Where do I take shelter? Oh, buddy, you can't just pray to God that the tornado doesn't pass through here and pick us up. Hmm. The best you can do is strap your ass to the seat, and hope to God nothing happens. Well, that's comforting. I mean, I wanted to get under the seat of the fucking truck. I didn't know what to do. A tornado, it's like I don't know how the hell it was gonna help me because I don't think that I will fit under there to begin with. But I just wanted to dive under the freaking seat and take shelter. Tornado. All right. So we stay awake from the time the sirens went off until that warning passed. Then the Lord that it didn't hit us where we were at, but it hit very close because the next morning we were leaving that yard we delivered. There was no power, no credit cards worked in any store. You couldn't buy gas. There was no phone lines. Yes, it hit the town. It tore off, light posts, and we're watching signs on the ground. Some buildings, with roof damage, a lot of broken, posts, old posts, like broken in half. Yeah, it tore down the town a little bit, and we couldn't even fuel up there. We had to drive further away from that place so we could fuel up. So it got hit. We were at maybe, I want to say maybe 8 miles to 10 miles away from where we were at. That's where all the damage, we were passing by and looking at all that damage that it did. So thankfully it didn't hit us where we were at. So it was interesting, very interesting, and I was scared. It's like tornado, man, winds pushing me off the road, stuff like that, and I mean that was that day. Everything else after that, it was still, we still had rainy days, and we still had windy days, and I fought that wind almost after that storm. Almost every other day there was wind, and I was fighting those winds on that road, but it wasn't raining. At least it wasn't raining. We got some rain this past, I think it was Thursday night. We got some rain, but other than that, I mean, it wasn't as bad as that day with the tornadoes and all that crap. It was a pretty big bad storm, but it was fun. It was a freaking adventure. And okay, what I'm gonna do is gonna add some of the clips some little bits and pieces that I recorded throughout my training. Of course, I did not get enough footage because I was mostly driving. It was kind of difficult. But once I get in my truck and start doing my own thing, I'll figure out how to do it, get more bits and pieces and footage of all the places I go and stuff. But though just a update of what happened to me this past 2 weeks, and I should have recorded the tornado so you could see the freaking truck moving and stuff. It was I should have gotten my phone and record. It's like people nowadays, right? You see shooting, let me record it. Tornado, let me record it. Crash, there was an accident. People without heads, let me record it. People don't give a damn no more. There's no feeling there. Just let me record it so I want to post it on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. It's technology. Well, hope you enjoy this. And the heater went on because what is it, like 20-some degrees right now? Yeah, why not? Yeah. Alright, see you guys later. Bye-bye. Good morning, fools. Well, this was my first stop. I slept here at a Lowe's. Just woke up. And take a little break because the actual delivery won't be due until 4 hours from now. I can only sleep like 6 hours, 7 hours at a time. I don't sleep much. That for me, that's more than enough. And you can see I got some marks here in my face. When I started this job, they required me to put a breathing machine for sleeping. Um, that was just because I'm fat. That's racist. But okay. So now I have to sleep with a little mask on, like freaking sound like freaking Darth Vader, like, look, I'm your father, type of deal. And yeah, it wasn't that uncomfortable, but yeah, I'm not used to it yet, so I need to get used to it, or get some stuff, for make it more comfortable, so I can get used to it faster, right? And don't mind my high vis, little pullover or jacket or whatever you want to call it. Um, as for other drivers in on the yard or parking lots or wherever, so they can see my fat ass and they won't run over me. But I'm somewhere in Tennessee, Dyersburg, I think it's Dyersburg, Tennessee. This is my first drop, so I'll be here for the remaining of the day, mostly around 2 or 3 p.m. And then I'm gonna head out, back north, and I got another stop later on, and then I'm gonna go back to the yard. So I'm not too far away from the yard. I'm like 8 hours away from the yard, so they're pretty short runs right now. It's part of the training, but so far so good. I've had a good time. Let me tell you, driving 8 hours in a row, just stopping 30 minutes, yeah, gets to you. You get tired. You start, watching the road, and then the lines start moving on you, and then you get those crazy drivers. They get in front of you and cut you off, and road rage and shit. I've seen that in one freaking day. So yeah, it's that was fun. It was fun. All right, guys. So let's see what brings me later on. I'll bring more video about it. All right.